Trinity, Pasadena Kids Corner. My name is Frances, and I am going to be your host. Each week, we are going to share a Bible story, do a fun craft, and a prayer. Let's get started. Hello. I am very excited to share more photos of wreaths in progress with you this morning. We have first Alyssa's wreath, and you can see here she has her 2 lights lit. We also have a photo from Gabriel, and he also has his 2 lights lit. All right, now we're moving on to our 3rd Sunday in Advent, and I'm very excited to share the next steps with you. Here we go. Today is the 3rd Sunday in Advent, which focuses on love. For our craft, we're going to continue working on our paper Advent wreaths. The supplies you will need include 4 holly coloring sheets, a red marker, and a green marker. Now there is a link in the description below to those coloring sheets. You can download and print them there. Print 4 sheets to color. You can pause the video now to collect your supplies, or you can pause at the end of the story. This week, our reader is going to be Marin, and she is going to read a wonderful story about love.
Thank you, Frances. Hi, everybody. Today's story is called Picture Gifts, and it's about love. Mr. Jones sadly announced to his children, "There'll be no Christmas presents this year. With God's help, there'll be food on the table, but that's all we can manage." They were very poor. That's when 12-year-old Tim called all the children into action. "Mom and Dad are worried for us," he said. "So let's show them that we can still make this a Merry Christmas." Later, the children gathered before their parents and announced, "Let's give pictures of the presents we'd like to give each other." They all agreed. And so, on Christmas morning, under the picture of a tall Christmas tree painted on shelf paper, there were heaps of pictured riches. For Mom, there was a shiny modern new stove, bejeweled bracelets and earrings, and a beautiful watercolor of an angel, hand-painted by Sis. For Dad, there were cut-out pictures of a sleek green Jaguar sports car and the world's most complete toolkit. Of course, there were dozens of pictures and drawings of toys and games for all the children, and everyone gave their joy and laughter. It was the best Christmas ever. Summed up by little Colin's childishly drawn picture of a man, a woman, and 5 children all holding hands, with a star above them. And under the picture was one word: love.
Thank you, Marin, for reading that moving story about love. Next up, craft time. You can pause the video now to gather your supplies if you haven't already done so. Now, David is going to show you how to continue working on your Advent wreath. Over to you, David.
Today we are going to color the holly and berries for our wreath. On the Advent wreath, the holly's sharp-pointed leaves represents the crown of thorns Jesus wore on the cross, and the berries represent drops of blood. Before we start coloring, I want to show you a picture of what holly looks like in real life. Now, let's color the leaves. Because this is the 3rd Sunday in Advent, we'll light 3 candles. I'm going to pull up 2 and light 1. Obviously, if you were using one type, you would just pull up 3 or light 3. This is today's prayer. Please pray with me. I pray that my love is like the love Paul described in the 1 Corinthians. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Amen.
Thank you for joining us at Trinity Pasadena Kids Corner. Next week, we are going to talk about the 4th Sunday of Advent, which focuses on joy. For the craft, we are going to finish our paper Advent wreaths. The supplies that you will need include the holly that you have colored, scissors, and tape. And remember, please have a parent or helper take a picture of your colored leaves and send them in to us. I'd be very happy to share those at the beginning of our next episode. This 3rd Sunday in Advent, we focused on love. Did you know that love is not only a noun, a thing, but it is also a verb, something that you do? How do you love? I love by setting up a Christmas Day FaceTime call with my dad because we can't visit this year. I love by helping give out food at my local food bank to my hungry neighbors. And I love by sharing the wonder of this Advent season and the coming of Christ with all of you. Peace be with you.